What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Moose's movie review. Today, I'm going to talk about the Joker. But before we get into that, I'm just going to briefly talk about why I decided to start doing videos for movie reviews. Um, First of all, my name is Marshall Weeks. I live in Saskatchewan, Canada. Um, and the reason I wanted to start doing videos for movie reviews, well, first, I've been putting out reviews on Instagram and Facebook just cause um I've gotten quite a few good feedback from people, and a couple people asking me, you just why don't you do a YouTube channel or YouTube videos or something. And honestly, I was just kind of picking the right moment and the right movie to do it. I was gonna do it for John Wick 3 and decided not to, and then I was gonna do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then I don't know, just decided not to do it. And I kept thinking about what is coming up that I could pick that would be good for my first movie review on YouTube. And so I decided to do the Joker. And so let's get into it. I watched it last night for an early screening, and it was amazing. It is my second all-time favorite comic book movie behind Logan. Joaquin Phoenix did a incredible job of portraying this really dark, disturbed human being. Um, it really dives into the mental illness aspect of our society. Even though it was set in the 80s, a lot of it parallels to what's happening in our society today. Like cutbacks on, help for the mentally ill, and just not enough help for those people out there. And then and he's just struggling to make money and live and help his mom out. And but everywhere he turns, he just gets beaten down by the craziness that is Gotham City and the people who live in it. And one day he just snaps and then becomes the Joker. Um, it was directed by Todd Phillips, who mainly came from comedy movies like the Hangover trilogy and Old School. And he has come a long way from doing those movies to making Joker. He did an amazing job. It it was very Martin Scorsese like. It really paralleled to movies like Taxi Driver and The Kings of Comedy, which are both really great movies. But yeah, the Joker was just, it was really, really good. It was very disturbing and creepy. Even the moments where there was supposed to be levity, like there were moments where you should laugh. There were a couple of jokes, a couple of scenes that were pretty funny, but I was sitting there and I didn't laugh. Like they were funny, but I didn't laugh because it was so uncomfortable. I just felt bad for this guy, and every time these levity scenes would come in, I couldn't laugh because it was just so uncomfortable. Um, and I can see why people before this movie came out were worried that you know some people might watch this movie and be, well, not inspired, but maybe have the same mental illness as this guy is going through, and just maybe seeing the same thing happening in their lives. So I'm not surprised that people were very scared when this movie was going to come out that something might happen. Um, but I don't think because of that I don't. It's not the movie's fault, and the people that created it aren't wishing these things to happen. This is art to them, and so I wouldn't blame them if something did happen. And they don't want things to happen. They're doing this because they love the film and they love the story and they wanted to bring it to life, and they did. Um, Man, this movie just it was really good. There's a lot of disturbing moments in this movie. After I left the theater and went home, I was emotionally drained. I was just so tired. And I just kept thinking about the movie and just kept thinking about it and thinking about it. And it's still sitting with me right now. Like it's very disturbing. Um, but Joaquin Phoenix, man, he did a hell of a job. I hope he gets nominated. He will definitely get nominated for an Oscar and most likely win, just because this movie is getting so much buzz and it's going to make a lot of money. Um, I think Todd Phillips should get nominated for director. I don't know about winning. We'll have to see because the movie year's not over yet. Um, and if it does get nominated for Best Picture, I really hope it wins and it becomes the first comic book movie to win Best Picture because it definitely deserves that. The music, the score in this movie was spot on. Um, the composer, I can't pronounce his name, but he did a really, really good job um, in the scene. Like, oh man, like the moments where he, it was just really good. They even put in some, you know, hit songs like from the '80s. And at first, when I heard it, I was like, that was a weird choice. But then as the scene went on, it started to make more sense. And then another hit song came on. I was like, okay, this fits perfectly into this type of movie, into this type of character. I could totally see the Joker, dancing around to these songs. It was a great cast. Um, of course, Joaquin Phoenix, who I enjoy a lot of his movies. Of course, he was on my favorite movie of all time, Gladiator, and he did an amazing job in that movie too. Um, and of course, Robert De Niro. How do you not like Robert De Niro? He wasn't really. He was just kind of being Robert De Niro in this movie, but it was still awesome. Zazie Beetz was great. Um, she was really great in this movie. She's gonna be a big star. She's been in a few other things but this movie she was really good in. And there was a couple of comedians who made appearances. Brian Callen, if anybody's heard of Brian Callen, he makes a quick cameo in this movie. Of course, Mark Maron, who plays De Niro's assistant, uh, he's hilarious. And of course, there's a lot of DC comic book references. It's obviously in Gotham City. Um, the Arkham facility makes an appearance in it. Um, and these are all in the trailer, so there's no spoilers or anything. Um, Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's dad, makes an appearance, and Bruce Wayne himself makes an appearance. This is all in the trailer. Um, and I'm glad they didn't really focus on the whole Wayne family. It was really mostly based on Arthur Fleck, who becomes Joker. Um, and it's surprising. I watched an interview with Joaquin Phoenix, and he was asked about the preparation he went in to become the Joker, and was asked if he went to an extremely dark place, and he surprisingly said no. He 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 loved the challenge to bring this character to life, and he loved going to work every day to play this character, which is surprising considering that Heath Ledger, when he did the Joker, he locked himself in a hotel room and like closed the blinds, made it extremely dark, and had this diary where made all these crazy notes and pictures and stuff. So it's surprising to hear that Joaquin Phoenix, he just had no problem, didn't have to go into any dark place. He just he just made it his own. And speaking of Heath Ledger, everybody will be asking which one was better, Joaquin or Heath. You can't really compare the two at all. These are two very different Jokers. Um, Similar look. Joaquin's got the long, green, greasy, messed up hair, but that's pretty much the only thing. The suit is very classic Joker. Um, but yeah, to compare the two is you just can't. They both did a great job. Um, but yeah, man, this movie was amazing. I'll probably go see it again, but probably no more than two times because it was it's disturbing and it sticks to you. It sticks to you even after the movie. Um, but yeah, I loved it. Like I said, it's the second best. I think the best, second best comic book movie of all time. I really hope it wins. I hope it wins all the awards. I hope Joaquin gets his best Oscar award. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll probably do two videos next week. One for El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, which I believe comes out next Friday on Netflix, and I believe Will Smith's new movie Gemini Man comes out next Friday also, and I'll probably do a video on that one. Uh, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe, and make sure when you subscribe to hit that bell so you'll be notified when all my videos drop. Um, yeah, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And don't judge me too hard on this. Is my first video. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it went pretty well. Before I go, let me just give a shout out to my boys at Heinous Raw for letting me use one of their songs as the opening song to this video. You can I'll put a link in the description to all their social media sites, to their website. Um, and yeah, once again, thank you to Heinous Raw for letting me use their song for this video. See you guys next week.